Hi everyone, today I want to share with you the 5 love languages. The 5 love languages were developed by Dr. Gary Chapman, a minister based in the US. Dr. Chapman suggests that there are 5 languages of love and that everybody speaks one of those 5 love languages. The problem arises when 2 people are speaking a language of love and don't understand each other's. It's like one of you is speaking French and the other one's speaking Swahili, and it's just not connecting. So what's really important is to understand what is your love language, and secondly, what is your partner's language of love? Because when you understand how you and how they hear love and are able to feel love, you're able to tell them that you love them in a language they understand. The 5 love languages are quality time, words of affirmation, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. Let me take you through them. When somebody's language of love is quality time, nothing says I love you more to them than when you spend quality time with them. It doesn't have to be a lot of time, it has to be quality time. It means that you turn off the telephone and the television and you put everything else aside and you focus your time on them. I can think of one of our clients, and he was a crusty old farmer, and what he loved was that 15 minutes at morning tea when his wife came out and gave him a cup of tea and they sat there, just the 2 of them, out on the farm. That was his quality time, and that to him said that she loved him. Quality time. The second one is words of affirmation. Words of affirmation, nothing says I love you to somebody whose language of love is words of affirmation than when you give them an unsolicited compliment. Something like, you look great in that dress, you did a fantastic job with the kids, you did a wonderful job with the car or your job or whatever. Interestingly enough, that farmer, his wife, her language of love was words of affirmation. So she wanted to hear that she looked pretty, that she was doing a gorgeous job, that she loved the biscuits that she'd made. The third language of love is receiving gifts, and this isn't necessarily diamonds and pearls. In fact, it's not. Receiving gifts, when your language of love is receiving gifts, nothing says I love you more than when your partner gives you a gift that they've taken a bit of effort to develop, because it's got a bit of them in it and a bit of you in it. So for example, they write a poem that's just meant for you, or they make a photograph or a collage or an artwork or something that they've gone to a bit of effort to get or buy that has you and them in it. The 4th language of love, and this is mine, is acts of service. Nothing says I love you more to somebody whose language of love is acts of service than to hear those sweet words, let me do that for you, darling. And that's something like doing the ironing or doing the vacuuming or cleaning the house or making dinner or doing the shopping. Those acts of service really say I love you. The 5th language of love is physical touch, and it's not sex. In fact, it's everything but. It's all that touching the shoulder, the hair, perhaps rubbing the feet, the hand on the back, the holding hands. Somebody's language of love that is physical touch just wants that gentleness, that gentle physical touch, because that to them says, I love you. The easiest way to do this is to go to Gary Chapman's website at www.5lovelanguages.com and do the free test that's there to find out what your language of love is. And also for your partner to do the same. Once you've worked out what your language of love is and theirs, share it and make the effort to tell them you love them in a language that they understand. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.